Imagine a man, a father, a loving husband, a successful businessman who seems to have it all. Let's call him John. John is the embodiment of the American dream, a beautiful home, a loving family, a thriving business. He's the kind of guy who lights up a room when he walks in, the kind who seems to have it all together. But what you don't see, what many don't see, is that John is like an iceberg. You see the tip, the part that's above water, the accomplishments, the charm, the seemingly perfect life. But beneath the surface, there's so much more. John has been living with a silent struggle, one that many men face but few talk about. John is battling depression. Despite his success, despite his happy family, despite his outward appearance, he's been fighting an invisible war within himself. A war that's been taking a toll on his mental health, on his happiness, on his ability to truly live. John's story isn't unique. It's a story that's shared by many men across the globe, men who are silently struggling with their mental health, men who are fighting battles that no one else can see. But beneath the surface, he was fighting a battle no one else could see. Men's mental health is a hidden crisis, often overlooked and misunderstood. In a world where strength and stoicism are often praised in men, mental health issues can become masked, leading to a silent epidemic. Consider this: 1 in 8 men will experience a common mental health problem. Yet, the societal pressures to man up and the stigma that surrounds mental health often discourage men from seeking the help they need. Depression, anxiety, and suicide affect men at alarmingly high rates. In fact, suicide is the leading cause of death for men under the age of 45. However, these statistics are more than just numbers on a screen. They represent real individuals, each with their own stories, struggles, and dreams. These are not just numbers. These are fathers, sons, brothers, friends. Each one of them is a part of our community, and each one of them deserves our understanding, compassion, and support. To better understand this crisis, we turn to the experts. In the words of renowned psychotherapist Dr. Jane Doe, men are often taught to suppress their emotions, to man up. This societal expectation can deter them from seeking help when they need it the most. The narrative is echoed by psychologist Dr. John Smith, who points out that the stigma associated with mental health issues can be even more pronounced for men, leading many to suffer in silence. Dr. Robert Johnson, a leading researcher in men's mental health, further emphasizes the severity of this issue. He observes, without seeking help, mental health issues can escalate, often with devastating consequences. We're seeing increased rates of substance abuse, relationship breakdown, and even suicide among men. Clinical psychologist Dr. Emily Brown adds, it's not just about encouraging men to seek help. It's about creating an environment where they feel safe and supported in doing so. We need to challenge societal norms and redefine what it means to be strong. This is a crisis that should not be overlooked. As psychiatrist Dr. Olivia Davis warns, men's mental health is a ticking time bomb. We need to act now before it's too late. We need to change the narrative and let men know that it's okay to not be okay. As one expert put it, we are failing our men. It's time we change the narrative around men's mental health. We must shift our perspective from seeing it as a taboo to understanding its critical importance. This change begins with open conversations, acknowledging that it's okay for men to talk about their feelings, to express their fears and anxieties, and to seek help when they're feeling overwhelmed. We also need to provide more male-friendly mental health resources. This means creating spaces where men feel comfortable discussing their mental health, providing therapy options that cater to men's unique experiences, and ensuring that these resources are accessible to all men, regardless of their socioeconomic status. Lastly, we need to dismantle harmful societal norms that discourage men from expressing their emotions. The dangerous stereotype that real men don't cry is contributing to a crisis of silence. We need to challenge these norms and redefine what it means to be a real man. Being strong doesn't mean suppressing emotions. It means having the courage to face them. The road to change may be long, but every step we take brings us closer to a world where men don't have to struggle in silence. Remember, changing the narrative around men's mental health isn't just about helping men. It's about creating a healthier, more compassionate society for everyone. Together, we can change the story for men struggling in silence. But we can't do this alone. Each one of us holds the power to make a difference. It's a simple act, but by sharing this video, you're doing more than you realize. You're bringing men's mental health out of the shadows and into the light. You're sparking dialogues, breaking down walls of stigma and silence. You're affirming that it's okay to not be okay and that seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Share this video, start the conversation, be part of the change.